Hello guys, this is Triforce Gaming here, and today, as you can see, I'm going to be doing some Sonic the Hedgehog, which is more notoriously known as Sonic 06. Anyway, I'm not going to be just playing it for playing its sake, because that just doesn't happen. I'm going to be showing you how to speedrun, essentially. So, 3, 2, 1. That was bad. 3, 2, 1, now. Just ignore that. Anyway, so I'm going to be going through it slowly on how you can basically speedrun this game. And all we're going to be using silver because that's far more interesting. And the only I forgot it's on my other account. So yeah, we're just gonna start. So obviously you're gonna want to skip the cutscenes. This first trick is difficult. I haven't quite got my head around it yet, but I figured I'd try anyway. So it's really difficult to kind of do slowly. So I'll kind of do a wee bit of an explanation, and then I will just do the trick and explain how to do it afterwards. So here we have spawned in the game. I'm going to use the way over. Oh, actually, no, I won't bother. You can do this. You just jump on the rock and use your telekinesis button, which is RT, to levitate on the item. Object, and as you can see, it's not going to go any higher than that, and your meter depletes quite quickly when you're on it. When you're doing that, your meter goes down very fast. So what this glitch does, it's called the telefling. What it does is it bypasses the depletion of your bar, as well as like you're able to get past the height limit that it can go to. So the height limit for this item is there, and so we're going to smash that. I'm just going to do it, and then I'll explain afterwards. So, as you can see, oh my gosh, every time. Hi guys, I'm back. Sorry, I just had a bit of controller trouble there. I failed several times. That's why my lives have gone down. Because my controller was playing up. But anyway, I forgot to say you have to hold X before you can take off, if you like. So, you're going to want to jump. You get on the ball, like so, and you're going to want to jump and press RT just as you land, and you see the ball kind of flashes blue, and that means that it's kind of under your control almost. And so now you're going to want to hold X, and you can now, your controls are kind of inverted now, but you can now basically move the ball however you want and travel any distance you want. Your meter doesn't go down. You're going to want to get off here and go and land on that boost pad, so that springs you off. So that's the first section of the level done. My kind of average time for that is about 40 seconds, like if I do it properly. So that's gonna take you straight to the next section. You can watch an actual Let's Play or whatever, if anyone's willing to do it, to see how long it does normally take you. But anyway, so it's going to spawn you as silver, and I'm just going to showcase a quick glitch here. You can indeed do this. There we go. There. And it just kind of, you just sit there. It's kind of like there's a ledge around the thing. You can run around if you want. But anyway, I just wanted to do that. So you're going to spawn here as silver, and you run over, and it changes you to Glaze, which is brilliant because she's a lot faster than silver. But anyway, you're supposed to jump down there, but honestly, it's a lot faster if you just come to here. Obviously, I'm doing this slowly. You just jump and then homing attack, and that sets off a cutscene for later on. If you avoid the cutscene, it does stop the lag, because there is quite a lot of lag. But yeah, you can, if you avoid the boost pad, do a skip on the loop there, but it's not actually it's not any faster. But anyway, don't bother doing that, because when you land here, just run straight over, jump and homing attack, and you can land here and then do the same thing. Oh, whoops. Or you can do that. And then just use your attack to kill the big guy, just spin around the base of him, and it kills everyone and unlocks the spring or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, so it's a lot faster than going around the normal way. Just don't bother fighting anyone, it's just a waste of time. And here you can't do a homing attack or you'll miss, you need to double jump. And then that takes you into the next section. So this bit here is a bit of a pain, because you have to kind of learn to judge it. It's going to spawn me as Blaze, and it wants me to walk forward a few steps and immediately switch me to Silver. But Silver's a lot slower, so I don't want to do that. So I'm going to try and jump around the trigger point to change me to Silver. So normally I'd take a few steps and then it would come up with a reaction that says, like, you're now Silver. But instead I'm going to jump around here and see if I can indeed, there we go, land on this bit. Oh shoot, what the heck just happened? Well, Blaze is obviously just taken up breakdancing. I actually can't get out of this. So, yeah. No, seriously, I can't get out of this. This has never happened before. Okay, I'm just gonna start over and it'll hopefully spawn me there. Yes, it will. Oh, that has never happened to me before. I'm not really sure what that was. Anyway, so you're just gonna try and jump around the trigger point, and oh, I see. If you clip the edge, then it sends you spiraling down. Except I clipped it and then got on top. Okay, I see. Okay, so I'm gonna go round and what? Oh, come on, man! Seriously. Oh, this game is so frustrating. You can't go around to the other direction. I can't remember what it's called. Left, there you go, that's it. You can't go around to the left because there's nothing to land on. But anyway, so it's not actually that hard as long as you can judge it. I just, for whatever reason, failed. So you're supposed to be Silver here, so, but you were Blaze, so you can still hear Silver talking. Oh, whoops. You can still hear Silver talking even though we're playing as Blaze. And here, you're just going to want to continuously homing attack up the hill. And so the reason for that is when you homing attack, you lose a lot of speed when you go into the air. I know it doesn't look like it, but you do. You lose a lot of speed when you go into the air, but because it's an incline, you're always on the ground, so it's a lot faster than running. And Blaze is off to the side because it expects you to finish as Silver, so the game doesn't enjoy when you break it, evidently. So yeah, so that's Crisis City. That was okay, like, it was an okay run. It wasn't brilliant, but it was okay. I could have done the avoiding Silver thing better, as well as the telefling, which is the first glitch. I'm now gonna have to fight Iblis, which is a pain, because he is the fight is difficult to do well, because it's not a hard fight as in to win, but to optimize. So he's going to start off by chucking fireballs at me, which I'm going to catch, and a lot of the time they tend to bounce off each other and then explode. So what you're going to want to do is when they come to you, you want to use your telekinesis but spin at the same time, and that will oh no, oh I missed. and your telekinesis, if you spin, there's a lot less chance of them actually hitting you. Not you, what am I talking about? A lot less chance of them hitting each other. Oh, no, again. Which means they don't explode and you don't end up with no ammo. You're going to want to get hit here just because it stops you getting an S rank, and if you don't get an S rank, then because whenever you do get an S rank, it gives you an extra medal at the end of the level, and that wastes time. So if you are doing this for pure speedrun purposes, then deliberately get hit because it will stop you getting an S rank. Oh good, he's doing it again. So yeah, I'm just going to speed this up, so I'll see you once it's done. Hello guys, I'm back. I'm sorry that took ages. Yes, that was a really bad fight, but you get the gist. So next we're doing, what are we doing next? I think it's Wave Ocean with Blaze, if I'm not wrong. Which has another trick in it, or another glitch of course, which is extremely inconsistent, because basically when the way, whoops, oh no, I wasn't supposed to save that sucks. Anyway, the way that it works, the way that homing attack works for Blaze and Sonic in this game is the developers wanted to make sure that when you tried to use it, that they wanted to make sure that you would. Oh no, we're doing Tropical Jungle. I'm sorry, I'll explain that in a minute. Tropical Jungle, yeah. So we're gonna do some lonely walking with Silver at the moment. This is another level where you'll be using the Telefling. But it's a lot easier in this level because you have to travel a distance which is far less, as well as something else. Yeah, it being easier to get started off. So Silver's levitation, like so, is faster, but the speed that he hits the ground with, the speed that he has after he stops, is a lot slower than normal walking. So it's faster just to walk unless you're going to hit an incline. But anyway, a fun fact a lot of you probably didn't know about Silver is that he is actually a reincarnation of Jesus. If you jump and hold A and X, then he will skip across the water. If you have the shock bracelet, which is an item you get later on, then you have to press X just before you hit the water each time. But if you don't have it, you just hold it and you'll skip anyway. So yeah, that's just a bit easier than doing it. So this is not the fastest route to do this level if you have his upgrades, but if you don't, then this is definitely the fastest. So this level has got it's actually really fun platforming, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to do this. So you just come straight down here, and it's a lot easier than the platforming, let's put it this way. This guy is a bit weird because he just kind of explodes when you go past him. I'm not really sure why. There you go. But you get onto the turtle's back and onto the flower, swing and jump, and here his telekinesis or whatever it is that lets you do this, his bar goes down quite quickly, but if you mash it, then it's a lot slower to go down. So yeah, you're going to want to move this thing, but not all the way to the top, just enough to get yourself onto the top of the ball. So again, this is where the second Telefling comes into action. So you're going to want to do the same thing as you did in Crisis City, except do it here this time. And if it'll work, I really don't want to end up flying the wrong way, so I'm just going to make sure that I get it. There we go. And we should just about be over it. Yeah, that was unnecessary, but oh, where the heck did I go? Whoops, I have no idea what happened there. I'm sorry. I just kind of went off the map. I'm not really sure why that was. Yeah, I'm just gonna cut to when I'm back on the ball, so I will see you in a minute. Hi guys, I'm back. I just wanted to show you that if you miss the jump from the log and you land at the bottom here, you can wait for these guys to finish their attacks and then use these boxes to jump up onto here, which I missed. This is actually very helpful because there's been a few times where I've missed. So you can just get up there and then run to the corner and then mash A to get up. So yes, once you're on top of the ball, I shall try and do it correctly this time. Once you're on top of the ball, you can do the Telefling, which was actually very good this time. And just land inside this gate in here. So normally what would happen is you'd have to go through and fight a load of guys down there, but it's a lot faster just to do this. So I'm not going to get the goal ring just yet. I've decided to show you another route as well. So I'm going to start over. So it spawns me back here. So this is the alternative route if that's too difficult or too easy, whatever. You can do it this way. So you're going to want to use this to fly over here and jump, and you need to there's a lot of lag at the start here, but anyway, you can get up here, which is a lot faster than actually going around again. There's lag here, and there you go, and over here. So yeah, there's two ways to do this. You can either get up here and then try and get a really long thing over to the other platform there, or you can go up there and along to those boxes and jump off, and then do some other crazy stuff. But this is much easier. I'm just gonna mash. You don't need to get onto that. It is better if you do, but you don't need to. You can just land there. Oops. And then do your whole teleflame thing again. Teleflame thing. That's pretty cool. Anyway, there. Come on. There we go. So we're now up once again onto the ball to do the telewatts it. Come on. There we go. And so this shoots you miles high. It's completely unnecessary. But I currently can't move my camera until I fall further than this. I am now falling. But it shoots you miles high. What you do is you just press the... Oh, I died! Oh, I've got to stop doing that. Goodbye. Once again, I'm back on top of the ball. So, I am actually... Here. There we go.
Those enemies look like they're guarding a cage. It seems I'll need to defeat them first.
So, I'm gonna just... Oh, shoot. Just going to jump off. You can do this a lot more precisely. I'm actually doing really badly, probably because I'm on camera. I'm doing really badly at the moment, but there you go. That's the other route. So yeah.
That was easy.
So you'll pretty much always get a B if you do either of those routes, just because of the time it takes to do them, which is good because it means you don't need to avoid getting an S rank deliberately. So here now, finally, I'm pretty sure it's Wave Ocean with Blaze. Yes, it is. So what happens here is there's a trick in this which is very inconsistent to get. It's hard to get consistently. There you go. Because it's really ridiculous. But basically, the way that Sonic and Blaze's homing attack works is the developers wanted to make sure that when you use your homing attack, that you would definitely hit your target. So when you use your homing attack, they speed up by a ridiculous amount very quickly. So the way this works is some walls, not all walls, just some, you can do this weird thing where you like propel yourself off the wall, just here, up on the, oh, not where you should land there, up on the lighthouse. You're gonna want to get off the grind rail. This, I wouldn't recommend doing it because it's very, very hard. But either way, whether I get it or whether I don't, you'll see the effects of it. Hold on. There. So, for some reason, on certain walls, you just fly away. Now I have no life, so I'm not going to try again. But if you get it right, then what happens is you hit an invisible wall, which kills your speed, and you drop down. And I'll tell you when you kind of where you get to when I get there. So you skip all of this, and you land just. You land on the ground underneath that spring. You just jump up and carry on. So it is a lot faster, but okay. Nobody saw that. Anyway, you just jump up and carry on through the level, which is much faster than going around the other way, but like I say, it's really difficult to do. So yeah, I'm pretty sure the world record got it, but that was pretty fluky because he got it first try, and he said as he was doing it that he wasn't very good at getting it. So, yeah. So for some reason, the S rank for this level is 30,000, 30k instead of 50, which is for every other level, and my time bonus alone was almost 50k. So it's only supposed to be 30 for bosses and town missions, but for whatever reason it didn't do that for that level. So yeah, this is where the magic really starts to happen, because this is called the mission select glitch. What I have to do is I have to die whilst asking someone for a mission. Luckily Silver has someone near enough to the water where he can do it. But basically I just hover over the water and talk to him at the same time. It might take a few tries. Hover over the water and talk to him at the same time, and I'll fall down, and then what will happen is the confirmation box, whether I want the mission or not, will still be there even though I die and respawn. And so I have to hold down, I can't remember which button it is, I've not done this in a while, so I have to hold down the button for it, and it keeps the confirmation box up. Oh shoot, I'm not really sure what happened there. It should just respawn me, yeah. So I'm in the town, so I can't lose lives, which is pretty helpful. I'll just see you when I get it. So as you can see there, I managed to get the glitch. So now the confirmation box is at the side of the screen, but I'm able to run around and things. So now I need to go and find the story mode mission, and I need to talk to the guy and like accept the mission that's at the bottom right, but only once I'm inside the story mode mission. So I'm going to explain this quite thoroughly because I had to try and figure it out from watching a guy play it. So I now know how to do it, and so I'm going to try and show you this. So what needs to happen here is I am going to press the start button, and I have to press continue and the Xbox, the X in the middle at the same time, but immediately press the X button again afterwards, the Xbox button again afterwards, so it only buffers for 1 frame, like you just saw me do. Now I'm going to hit continue and press X once really quickly after I hit continue. And for some reason the buffer for 1 frame lets you press 1 button quickly afterwards, and it doesn't affect the confirmation box. So I'm going to try and do this. There, so now I'm talking to him, but I can't press X or A again because that will accept the mission, so you have to do B to get through the text. And still hold X. So I'm still holding X, and the confirmation box is still there, even though it's now loading and things. I love doing this, it's great fun. So this is now like doing its thing, loading, as you know, it does a lot. And so now I'm going to accept the mission. So I'm inside the story mode mission, but I then accept the solely on a water target tournament inside the story mode mission. So it now transfers me to the side quest mission, which is really weird, but basically I don't want to do this mission. So I'm just gonna quit out of it. You can complete it if you want, it doesn't make any difference. So I will actually, so you have to talk to him and then you can quit. I do that every time he starts to talk, so I press start and then the quit mission is grayed out, so you need to wait until the actual mission starts. You can complete it if you want, but so I'm just going to quit the mission. And so for some reason it loads back to the story mode mission, but it doesn't know where to put you, it doesn't know where you are, and so you just fall for 20 seconds or so, and then you'll see what happens. Yeah, so you just fall, you can do stuff, you can spin, you can use telekinesis and fly around, but you can't get very far, and nothing happens, and it's faster just to fall. So I just fall for a while, and then for whatever reason you have now completed the game. It warps you to the credits. Honestly, I have no idea why it does this, but it is great. Yeah, I really enjoy doing it, and when it works it's great. So obviously if you put all these aspects that I've showed you together, it's quite an effective way to speedrun the game. So obviously I need a lot of practice from what you've seen, but I figured that I should just kind of put it out there as soon as I can, because it's difficult to find. Like I had to watch those two guys, there's Dark Spine Sonic and Praxade or something like that, and they both do runs on this game that are really good, and I had to just watch them over and over and over and try and figure out what they were doing, and so I now know how to do it, and seeing as there was nobody that kind of showed you, I thought that I would do that. So I hope this helped, and have great fun playing one of the worst games in the world. So goodbye. Yeah, Trappers Gaming signing out.